What up? You know, day 47. No excuses 2024. I was thinking about, just made this video about your authentic self, and what I thought was my authentic self in the past and what I feel is my authentic self in the present, right? And so growing up, I thought what I was were all the experiences sure make up what you become for sure, right? But all the bad shit that happened to me, my story was who I was. You understand what I'm saying? Like the trauma, the pain, the hurt, I never really talked about many celebrations. And in my early life there wasn't a lot. Making friends with people, those were my early celebrations, and being able to get out of my house and things like that. But anyway, I always felt that who I was were the things that were done to me, right? I got beat as a kid by my stepfather. My mother was a druggie, prostitution in the household, and crack, and people dying in there, ODing, just crazy shit, right? Crazy ass how the neighborhood, the projects, was rough because everybody was in trauma in that motherfucker. But that's what I thought I was, right? Poor, poverty stricken, but that was my environment. That was the things, that were done to me, or that happened around me, right? I mean, there was definitely some shit that was done to me too, but emotional damage and physical, you know what I mean? But all that was who I was. That's what I always thought. I felt that all of that shit was who I was, and now I don't feel like that. Now, I'm a father, I'm a nurturer for my kids, still working on some of that, Hold on. Excuse me. But I'm a good partner to my girlfriend. I'm not causing trouble in my community. I'm no longer a criminal. I'm working on myself. I'm learning who I am, figuring out the world, being comfortable with who I am, right? The good and the bad, And when I see the bad, recognize it and push through to change it, If I'm the same person I was 4 years ago, I've wasted 4 years, If I'm the same person I am today, 10 years from now, even though at this point I feel like I've improved so much from even 2 years ago, never mind 5 years ago, I've wasted 10 fucking years. You understand what I'm saying? It's always progressing forward, working on yourself. I mean, I read a meme the other day, some fitness guy was saying, or, it goes around, but it was once you get in shape, you got to stay in shape. And that goes for your brain too, right? Your mental health, your spiritual health, and your physical health, Always improving it, always pushing it further, right? You're never going to be done until you're laid in that coffin, right? Hopefully. I mean, and I know for decades I gave up. I ran my life like a deficit, right? Nothing for tomorrow. Waking up hungover or dope sick and miserable, you know what I mean? That made my day full of excuses, right? Oh, well, before I do anything, I gotta get off empty, or whatever it is, and I was in the past, I was always, I'd quit drinking to get my girl off my back, right? Or I'd stop doing drugs because I was selling drugs, right? And I wanted to make money. Or, I'd straighten myself up, get a job, hit it hard for a little while, and then basically fall back and make excuses about how everybody's out to get me, even though I'm fucking now slacking, right? So today, I push myself forward, you know, and not every day is a stellar day, you know. Some days I'm dragging out. Yesterday, well, the day before yesterday, I was really dragging it out here, you know. But I came out here, and then I had a fucking awesome day at work, you know what I mean? Wicked busy, made good money, you know. Was able to pay some bills, you know. Not enough to put any money in my pocket yet, but, you know, we're getting there. Made some new clients. Anyway, you know, I can't lay stagnant. And again, if I'm the same person I am today, even with all my improvements and how good I feel today, in 10 years, or even a year from now, I've wasted that time, you know? And time's the one thing we can't get back, at least not in this reality, right? Here, time is linear, or so that's how we perceive it. So, you know, what are you doing today that's gonna make your future better, you know? And, yeah, that's you know, it's really what I wanted to say on this day 47. No excuses, 2024, year of the Dragon Warrior. I'm now re-walking over my footprints. I got the only footprints in here so far. Doubled up. All right, everybody, get at it, man. You know, who do you want to be tomorrow? And how can you make that possible today? You know, time is limited. Time is very limited. It's like holding on to a freaking handful of sand. The tighter you squeeze, the more it falls out. So, you know, you got to enjoy right here, right now. And, you know, make moves to make tomorrow's right here, right now beneficial to you. You know, are you starting in a deficit? Or are you starting flush? You know, or at least a little better than you were yesterday. All right, peace, everybody. I love you. Have a good one.